Hello people, and welcome to Crypto Exposed. This might be the most important XRP video you'll see about influencers. Okay guys, I'm gonna do this video as I think it's long overdue. I want to show you guys just something here, and this is just a cautionary tale in regards to who you listen to and get your content from. So I'm just gonna ask for one thing. If you are gonna watch this, please watch it to the end just so you can understand the full context of what I'm getting at here, because it probably won't make sense at the beginning, but if you watch it the whole way through, you'll understand. So let's get into it then. Why am I doing this? The reason why I'm doing this is because I want you guys to have a full understanding of, when you watch XRP content, what you're kind of getting yourself into, because it's a lot deeper than what you actually realize. There's a very psychological aspect to this, and this is why I want to, show you guys, because I'm trying to help you, I really am. So let me get into this, and so I can explain this a little bit deeper. So we've got a company here called Vima, okay, and they release products and drinks and stuff like that. So I want to get to their profile here. Vima. Is Vima still in business? Vima Nutrition Company was a privately held multi-level marketing company that sold dietary supplements. The company was shut down in 2015 by the FTC for engaging in deceptive practices and being a pyramid scheme. So I hope you guys know what a pyramid scheme is. Pyramid scheme is basically rob from one person to pay the other. And it's a thing where the people at the top are the ones who are making all the money. The people at the bottom, the ones who end up basically getting, screwed over in the end, long story short. And so, just found this website, and it looks like they are still running, but I guess they've probably had to make a lot of changes in how they operate now to continue to operate at this point. So why am I showing you this? Okay, so it's basically the pyramid scheme thing that I want to get into, and I see a lot of the practices that these guys put on people. I see this in the XRP influencers, I'll be honest with you. And so I want to share with you these kind of practices and how these guys do this to basically prey on vulnerable people. Okay, so just long story short, the Vima drink, what was the deal with this? So a multi-level marketing company is basically where you've got people who are trying to sell you these products, but what they also want you to do is they want you to be a seller of the products, right? So for example, let's just say me, I become someone who wants to sell these Vima drinks, right? So I join the company Vima, right? They give you this prestige title to make it sound like, you're someone important. And then basically, I go out trying to sell these drinks, but I'm also trying to recruit people. Now, for me to actually join the company, I have to pay for the drinks, right? And so the company straight away is going to make money, even if I don't recruit anyone, right? Because I'm me alone to be in the company to sell these products to people and to recruit people. I've actually got to buy the product myself. So how do they get people involved in this? Why would people want to sell this drink? Well, there's two reasons. One is the get rich quick idea of this, right? It's the seeing people with a Ferrari, seeing people with the expensive cars, the flashy lifestyle, and they give you this, basically absolutely nonsense story about how they come up and how they're like this prestige, people, and they've got rich off, this drink. Like, they make out that this drink is incredible. They say that it's this great drink that, is really good for your body. It's really healthy. And, I heard them even say, like, it's healed people and stuff like that who've had illness and stuff like that. Like, they'll go to those kind of lengths to try and sell it to you. And so they basically say, hey man, like, get involved. You guys could be rich like me. If you guys get, a good amount of people under your belt and you have a team like me, you guys can be rich like me. Because basically the way it works is, for every person you recruit, they get a percentage of the recruit's earnings. So let's just say again, I join the company. Let's say I now recruit someone. So now that second person is also paying for the drinks. So they have to keep paying for the drinks as well. And whenever he recruits someone or sells more of that drink to people, whatever earnings he gets, I get, let's just say 2%, right? So I get 2% of his earnings. Now, let's just keep going. Like, that person then hires another person, right? So now that person's getting a percentage of the other person's, earnings. And I'm still getting a percentage of the person below me's earnings, right? So there's the pyramid scheme, right? But essentially what's going on here is when it's, when the scam starts to come out and people want to get out and stuff like that, there's no money there because the people at the top have been taking the money, right? Because they're getting all the money from all the drinks and stuff like that. They're getting the money from, being at the top of the chain. So they're the ones who are really benefiting from all this, right? And eventually it comes to a point where there's no money actually to be there. And then when, like a bank run happens where they're like, okay, we want to get out. Where's our money? There's no money there, right? So that's how this stuff works. Now, what does this mean? Why am I applying this to, influencers? It's the way they sell you the dream to want to get invested in this, right? Because, if you hear this at first, like an energy drink, you're probably thinking like, why on earth are you even talking about this, right? But it's the way they sell it to you. This is what you've got to understand, right? So, for example, like this is the kind of stuff that I see with, people who try and sell you the XRP content. And it's marketing 101, I'll be honest with you, it really is. But they'll, for example, say, they're someone who's successful because they've got a lot of views on YouTube, right? Because they're pushing this content out there saying XRP is going to go to these astronomical numbers. They're pushing out this moon boy content. And because they've got like such a big following, people think that means that their opinions are more valid than others. It thinks that like, they've got a big following, so they must be right. No, it just means you've got a big following, right? It just means that you could be a better, a better seller of something, or you're selling something that the people want, which is the moon boy content, right? Like the people who say like XRP is going to $10,000, who doesn't want to believe that XRP is going to go to $10,000? Who doesn't want to believe that they could get, just like, let's just say like 100 XRP or 1,000 XRP and think that they'll be set for life? Who wouldn't want to believe that, right? So this is how they start to get you, right? They make out like they know this information that you don't know. They start showing you things that really there's nothing really there to it, but they'll make out like there is, right? They'll point at things, connect dots that are not there. And the other thing is like it's positive reinforcement. So what is that? They'll make out like you're in on something that nobody else knows, right? So for example, when they say like, oh, you're not supposed to hold XRP, it's not meant for us, it's not meant for retail, right? Like, and then when they say like, oh, you guys who believe this, like, you don't know how gifted you are. You're the guys who get it. You understand this and stuff. And like, it's that positive reinforcement because it makes you feel good, right? You feel now because you believe this stuff that you're in like the minority, right? And you think, oh yeah, like I believe this. Yeah. Like nobody else believes it because, all those guys, they're not clever like me, right? They don't understand. They haven't got the foresight. And it's that positive reinforcement of, one, you're being made to feel special. You're being made to feel good about yourself. And then two, they're making you believe something that you want to believe. Like they're making you believe that, hey, like I keep pushing this and I'll be rich. Like XRP is going to go to $10,000. Like this is going to happen. Like look, XRP was mentioned by the World Economic Forum. Like, it's guaranteed it's going to happen. It's these kind of things that get you like sunk in, right? And the reason why I'm talking about this specifically is because I know someone who was working for VBAT. They tried to recruit me, right? So I actually went to one of the meetings. So I've actually experienced all this firsthand. And when I like look back on this company and I see some like influencers, I see a lot of the same tactics being used. And that's why I thought I'd cover this. And this is the other picture that I wanted to show you guys. And this is where they really get you with this, right? So you've got a picture here. You've probably seen it before, but it's a meme. It's a really popular meme. And it's of a mine, right, with diamonds in there. And it's basically two phases of someone digging for diamonds. And there's two levels. So at the first level, you can see this guy's really enthusiastic. He's really going at it with his axe, trying to get to the diamonds. And then it's gone down a level. And it's showing you him later on. And basically, he's walking away, like he's given up, basically. And the thing is that he's one hit away from finding the diamond. So if he'd have just done one more hit, he'd have struck, riches. He'd have struck the diamonds and he'd have got them. And this is the meme that they always try and show you. And it's basically like, never give up, because you just never know how close you are. You never know. You could be just around the corner. You're thinking that, it's not successful now. You're not doing well now, but it's just around the corner. And this meme, this is why this meme is dangerous, because while it is true, like you never know what is around the corner. The problem is this is used in the wrong way. Right? This is used in a way to get people on this thing of, you're basically on a treadmill, right? So let's just say, for example, okay, let's just say you've got someone who, let's say they wanted to be, let's just say a footballer, right? You got someone who just wanted to be a footballer. Let's just say they wasn't talented, right? And let's say they're in their like teenage years. So let's say like they're 18, 19. So it's not something where they've been doing it for all their life. They've only been doing it for like a year. And let's just say they're not talented, right? You could say to that person, hey, never give up. You never know. Okay, yeah, that's true. But the odds are highly stacked against you, right? It's almost like saying do the lottery, right? Like, do the lottery, never give up, just keep doing it. You never know, you could win. It is true, but what are the odds, right? Like, what are the odds? Because sometimes you have to look at things from a technical point of view and from a statistical point of view. If you look and think, okay, I could do the lottery for all of my life. If you look at the odds and they're so stacked against you, is it worth doing it? And that's the point, right? And this is where they get you with the XRP hype content, right? Like, you never know what's around the corner. You never know. Look, I can give logical reasons as to why I don't think XRP is going to reach $10,000. I can't obviously say it's a guarantee it won't happen. I don't think it will. I've got more than enough reasons as to why I can say I don't think it will. Like, I'm as confident that it won't hit $10,000 as I possibly can be. I just don't guarantee things in life because no one can guarantee things in life. But I'm as close to being able to guarantee it as I possibly could, right? Now, these people will just say, you never know, keep going. But they're using it in a way to manipulate you, right? They're using it as, you know, these guys don't understand. Like, you don't know. Like, it could just be around the corner. Yeah, it's been 5 years. Yeah, it's been 6 years and nothing's happened. But it's just around the corner, guys. It could be any day now. And this is what they keep getting you with the content, right? XRP to take off soon. XRP is just on the verge. Like, this is the stuff that they do to suck you in and keep you in here because they're just trying to make you believe that it could always be there. You just never know it could always be there. And there's always that what if then, right? Because even if you're fed up, right? Because I've seen the community are like, you know, frustrated at the price at the moment. If you've still got that what if of, yeah, but what if? But what if? You're always going to be stuck there. They've got you, because even if you really don't want to believe it, there's still that shadow of doubt, and that's all it takes. That's all it takes to keep you, because you don't want to actually end up missing out, right? You don't want to be the guy who says, nah, I've had enough of this, I'm done, like, I'm not going to follow that kind of content anymore. But what if then it happens? Do you see what I'm saying? And this is how they manipulate you, because they're keeping you on, like, it's the carrot dangling on a string, right? It's just always there in front of you, and it's just like, it's just out of arm's reach. And that's the way they keep you. And for me, what I don't like about this is it's like preying on vulnerable people, because people really want this to be true so much that they are willing to keep that kind of mentality. Do you know what I mean? And so this is why I just wanted to show you, like, this kind of stuff, it's a lot of it, what you don't understand is, even with these influencers, like, it's actually psychological, right? If you know people who've worked in, like, commission-based roles where they're selling you stuff, that kind of thing, a lot of this stuff will be very familiar, because this is how they get you. These are like real common tactics that people do in these kind of jobs, in marketing roles and stuff like that, you know? So it's a very common trait and tactic. Now, look, I will say this. There are some people who might just genuinely believe this stuff. They might just genuinely believe that XRP is going to $10,000. But I can tell you now, that's not everyone. I can assure you of that. Because I've seen enough of it where I can tell that there are some people who are just grifters. That they're just going off of the hype and they're living off of the hype. And they're going to sell courses to you. They're going to, you know, tell you to do this, tell you to do certain things, and you know that they're living off of your vulnerability, basically, because you guys want this to be true. So you guys are willing to push for this, you guys are willing to support this, you guys are willing to argue and defend this because you want it to be true, you know. And so look, if you guys want to believe about the $10,000 stuff, that's fine. Like I've said before, like it's not a thing where like you can't be on my channel or anything like that. It's not a thing I'm going to dislike you. We can all have differences of opinion of where we think XRP is going to go. That's fine. I'm just showing you this because for the people out there who are unsure, this is something that might help them to be able to weed out the content creators who are actually good for them to watch, and the ones who they can then realize, okay, this person isn't really a trustworthy content creator, or maybe they're just making content more to make money rather than actually give me valuable and truthful information. Because there are a lot of influencers out here who are really just using XRP as basically a money train. You know, they're just milking it for what they can, doing all this content about unrealistic stuff because it makes them money. That's literally what they're doing. So just be careful. I'll leave it there. But yeah, as I say, there's a lot of stuff out there that you'll see with content creators, and you know, now I've said some of this stuff, you might pick it up yourselves. You might start to realize, okay, you know, I see what this is now. I get exactly what this person's trying to do, and that's all I'm trying to help you guys with, is just to let you know, a heads up as to what to look out for, because some of these are just tactics to brainwash you and keep you there for them to monetize from you. Simple as that. And it doesn't always have to be a course, doesn't always have to be like merchandise. Sometimes it can just be as simple as, I just need you to watch this video because I can run ads on the video. Do you know what I mean? It can be that simple. But either way, they're trying to keep you in, to keep the money coming. Thank you very much for watching this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Take care.